The Hawks Nest is really, it's an official student organization recognized here at the University of Iowa as one of the 400 many student organizations. And really, I guess to put it simply, it's kind of a byproduct of a lot of brain power, and I'd say that brain power kind of came together through the form of a committee, and that committee was the Student Committee on Athletics, and that was formed by the University of Iowa student government just about a year and a half ago, I think. And on that committee, John and TJ also served, as well as four other people, students, who are also now serving on our Hawks Nest leadership board. And really, we had identified, I guess, to put it simply, some problems and some things we'd like to see changed. And we feel, or we felt at the time, that the easiest way to maybe accomplish a lot of those, or solve a lot of those problems, would be through a student organization and forming a student organization. So that's kind of how the Hawks Nest came about. There's a lot of detail and a lot of different intricacies, I think, that we kind of went through in different ways we could have gone about solving those problems. But ultimately, a student organization and being able to keep track of a membership, I would say, would be one of the biggest things for us, and allow us to maybe accomplish a lot of our goals and a lot of the things that we set out to solve all the problems.
So what's different from the Hawks Nest to other different student sections at different campuses in the Big Ten? The Hawks Nest acts as the official student section for all athletics, and so as you may have heard of the IS-Zone and the Orange Crush and all the other different student sections at other Big Ten organizations, they kind of have them specified for football and basketball. We're kind of running the gamut, if you will.
Mm-hmm. And I would say there's different advantages and disadvantages to that, but one of the, and we kind of did some research in that regard throughout the Big Ten Conference, and the NCAA as a whole is that maybe the best way to form it would be to go to a more of an IS-Zone type, sports specific group. But we felt, looking at Ohio State University, that they do something similar to the Hawks Nest, where it's an official student section of all University of Iowa sports, and we think that's beneficial.
It's definitely beneficial, and for the three of us, and I think the other four people that started on the Student Committee on Athletics, this has just been a ton of fun. We're lifelong Hawkeyes. I'll say that at least for the three of us, and probably for most of the other people on the board. Lifelong Hawkeyes have had a lot of Hawkeye memories. The last question was difficult to answer, just picking one Hawkeye memory, but the fact that we get to spend all this time around Hawkeye athletics and thinking of ways to make the student fan experience better is, and I say this sincerely, it's fun. And if you're watching this, we think that you should join the Hawks Nest. We have various levels of membership, and as of right now, we have general member and insider member. If you're watching this, we think that you should become an insider member today. And what you can do is send an email to iowahawksnest@gmail.com. I believe that's the email address, right? iowahawksnest@gmail.com, and we'll get you on our insider member listserv and start taking your ideas and your input.
And really, that's just a way to become a registered member. So it's very similar to joining a student organization. So if you want to put it on your resume, if you want to go home and tell your mom that you're part of the Hawks Nest, if you want to get on TV, paint your face as a registered member of the Hawks Nest, that's where you start. And then if you're so passionate and feel as if that you would like to take a more active role, maybe a leadership role, then we want you to come talk to us as well. And because we're currently, TJ, looking for people to serve next year.
Correct. Not only for our executive board, but we're also looking to have committees for specific sports. Right off the top of my head, a basketball committee and then a football committee. So then those committees will drop down below the Hawks Nest Insider membership umbrella, if you will. And so you'll have an ample of opportunities to get involved with the Hawks Nest Insiders.
And the idea behind the committees, I think these guys would agree, is just to have a more specific, focused effort on individual sports. So the committees will go something like this. There'll be a committee on football, or if you sit on the committee on football, you can have an influence on what T-shirts students wear. You can organize chants. You can organize, where the students sit if you want. It's really a very focused thought process on that one specific sport, as opposed to just a group of 12 people thinking about all the sports in general. It also allows, I think, for us to involve a greater number of people in the organization. So if we can get a committee on football, a committee on basketball, a committee on wrestling, and a couple other sports, we're going to have those all divided out. You can sign up for them, and that just not only does it involve more people, but I think John would agree. I think it allows for us to have a broader outreach as an organization, and that's one of our huge goals, because we're in no way satisfied with the way things are right now, or we wouldn't be here doing this. You know, we'd be in the student section focused on more, you know, game-by-game things, like how loud we can be and the chant-specific things. But we think that there a lot of thought and a lot of time should go into how we kind of organize this, build the foundation, so that one day we can be at a football game and, you know, 10,000 students are chanting the same exact thing. And so this is kind of a starting point for that, because we really want to get to that point. We really want to have that culture, that atmosphere at the University of Iowa where, you know, when Illinois comes into play at Kinnick Stadium, you know, they're trembling. This is the last place that they want to go in conference. And we have a lot of that already, but where we can't add value, I think, as a university is the students. There's a big weakness there. The students don't have the prowess and the intimidation that I think that they can have, and a lot of that comes with organization. And I think that's a big reason that we're here.
There's a lot we can build on. There's a lot we can build on, and we want you involved. So join today.